got all kinds. I've got great food and great drinks that everyone can enjoy.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's grins.
But the Dance of Sub-Zerus is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zerus Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zerus Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zerus Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I mean, this is a hard pill to swallow.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha day that prohibits public art performance.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay? Oh, Dunyarzad.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance.
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zerus so much.
It's okay. Seeing you, it would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zerus Festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zerus Festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zerus Festival a success. But Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, me.
They're all plants! Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall. So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalta candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Varys! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet. Oh, do you want some Yalta candies? I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these Ooh, how...
And there's also lizard tail and oni...
Ugh. Why do those flavors even exist? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha-ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right! Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that? of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you... In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us. So why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I got...
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that burnt thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order... That thing? Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again and try something else?
You just can't beat the atmosphere here.
Hey, Dunyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but
Kidnappers?
I'm okay.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad,
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days,
Paimon doesn't quite follow you. And Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
it really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever...
Deja vu? No. But my days have been...
Oh, Paimon sees.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous... When we return, have the scribe...
Understood. I will
The Sub-Zero...
Dunyarzad. It's okay.
But you've been really looking...
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't...
True, but...
The next festival.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! So, in the end, maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We could do more.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Keep up.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's Fest. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you... It's not that simple. Each box contains a And there's also...
Huh? What?
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon's not really interested in the other flavor.
Wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning, and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't... Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad
Keep up. Ha!
What are you looking for? Why did we come here? Traveler? That's...
Keep up.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, this... What the... This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories. And, what about everyone?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro. And you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like like she isn't doing well at all.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. That doesn't sound right. That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any...
Dunyarzad.
The Sub-Zeru's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zeru's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Hey, didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? True. Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the gods did—
You're really excited about—
help you—
So, you're admitting—
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said— Are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on.
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and—
So that's how it is. Looks like we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's— at this time of day—
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing. Both of—
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see—
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds, and then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? My mind feels exhausted.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that, including Miss Dunyarzad.
All right, so this—
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly—
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in any—
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but... Her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Keep up. Ha!
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to...
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she do?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the Sage...
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned.
She said, and Paimon quotes,
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
People in Sumeru don't dream. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. My mind feels exhausted. What's happening right... That doesn't sound...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any...
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? What?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth.
Okay then. Dia helped us a...
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my great...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already used it to...
You're saying that, although you...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous.
So you want us to take Dunyarzad?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Whew, it's finally nighttime. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless...
Okay, no more. Paimon's...
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's...
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope.
Paimon's at the Duke did that! Whatever.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking...
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who... In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did did we not notice that? In a simple time loop...
So, what's your new hypothesis?
The moon, illusion. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid. Okay, Nahida. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed. We've already. If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again. The moon. If all our memories of...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all.
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right. She did help us find our...
If you press a leaf between dry sheets of paper, you can make an attractive and handy bookmark. Ha!
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia...
Get hurt? Well, I would.
Well, you're still getting used...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten... Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling...
Yes, your memory...
Then I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you think...
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival, common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone... It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof.
You two are surprisingly serious about this. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please...
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I'm... It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the...
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has... The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks. Whew! Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholar? Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's... Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? How about we go back and ask Nahid?
Keep up. Ha! Keep up. Keep up.
Nahida! We're back! You're back early today. Sort of. We're mostly sure now. Leaving the city. As far as We did? But we don't remember anything. Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway. It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But really, that's kind of strange.
In theory,
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
Why can't we leave the city? What is...
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lot. Let's go and... Hello, sir.
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru. Angering me won't get you anywhere.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't... This is a good spot. And the gun... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon? But... What if... Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look!
Paimon, calm down.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well...
Yep! Now it...
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this...
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals.
To make something like this?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Okay. See you tomorrow. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes, although the signal was choppy and had some interference.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear
the message. It should have...
After the beep, Traveler said...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could...
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappear? My impression is that each day in this... That doesn't...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zeru's festival, later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spin.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? Hey!
Keep up.
Do you want some alone time to think?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go...
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait.
It is as the stars.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam? And okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. People in Sumeru don't dream. The moon, all the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them. We've already...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. And it grants knowledge to the people. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
That doesn't sound right.
And it grants knowledge. It is the manifestation... Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep... The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of the..." My mind feels exhausted. We've already experienced the Those dreamscapes... Those spaces... The Grand Sage...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
Now that I think about it, wasn't Illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people? They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since... It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. Firstly, This dream we're in is completely based on reality. Secondly, you're probably wondering why. That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of déjà vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever?
We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody...
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your mind. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing. I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday?
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time. Traveler, do you have any information?
Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of an... The Grand Sage said, go...
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety? No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's Festival Samsara, we have to look into...
How can the sages of the Academia...
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again. Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not complete. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But Personality-wise,
puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which,
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was...
Yes. Back then, her family was old. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way, so that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their conscience, which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this...
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally... However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, the dream will respond in kind. And the server really will bring you gold. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter... Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens...
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like... And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it, as for me...
Out of town? Are you going to that place?
Yes. I want to try... Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastic.
She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. Yeah. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own? Huh. That's true. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Let's go ask him some...
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, just... It's a little hard to explain. Would you...
An experiment? That...
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish?
Less questions, more
Okay, my wish. My wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she just doesn't seem like... I've also wondered if the reason she asked me...
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyar...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... Fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
Where do you think you're going?
No more tricks up your sleeve. I'll be back. You want this one? Need take that! I'll be back.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Sims, she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. Yeah, even if it's only a... This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without... Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay. Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it? Wow. Junior, even though she was also busy, she must have wanted to give this if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she...
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organized. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you
Oh. Traveler? You don't have to...
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared Oh, of course! If this is the... So they're just...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said,
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of...
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, Al?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting... Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's, it's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be... So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, how should we make Nilu...
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong. As far as you know, people...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad...
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a So, the first sage was dreaming ever since... Yes. But his faith and determination...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over, too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super. Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's best. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal. She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry.
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zero.
Actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero, among the countless dreams, I found one that was once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily?
Both our fine.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
At the Avidia forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said whirl.
Yeah, so you do know!
It seems like the traveler established a connection to As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so you're—
A message from Greater Lord
The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just—
Okay, so what does—
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the but I believe this is the key to—
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? But even if you can't—
The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that conscience. No, we must decipher its secrets. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could— To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy—
How did you do that?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's— The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is— No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why did—
That story begins a long time ago. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages— However,
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent, and I'm still really far away from being able—
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zeros.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly— Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the— There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance. I wonder what caused them to go to— Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the traveler hadn't— I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. I think they're deliberately trying to—
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sages— You mean how the—
Yeah,
It's not that no one noticed.
Misdirect?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream, even if the truth is that they're— With their propaganda in place, the sages can Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the— Anyway, the perspective advocated by now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about. Got it! I hope— To be honest, maintaining Dunyar's— Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now.
Go and get some sleep.
What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon?
Maybe you were sleepwalking.
I see. Huh.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever... Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.